Oh, he got all of that one. It's in the hole. It's in the hole.
So you need to improve your short game. Well, Dr. Dick Whiskey is the guy that can help you do that. Now, for those of you that know my videos, you know that I am not a golf instructor. I'm not a swing doctor. I'm a mental therapist. I have a prescription for this, not a problem. But the truth is, if you've been playing golf for more than 3 years and you can't break 90 on a regular basis, you don't have a swing problem. You got a head problem. Your mind ain't right. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a big believer in lessons. I encourage all of my patients to go get a lesson from an actual PGA pro. You should also take a yoga class, work on your flexibility, hit the gym, strengthen your glutes and your quads. Should help your wife around the house with laundry and dishes. But who am I kidding? You're not going to do any of that crap. So what do you say? We work with what we have. We do the best we can with what we got to work with. And I'll teach you how to play with your nuts and chip like a champ. Okay, I moved over here a little bit so I can make my point more easily for you. Had to bring the whole kit because practice the way you play. First things first, always, and I mean always, lubricate properly. Don't swing dry. It's a bad plan. Second, even though you play golf with your balls, it's important that you always bring some nuts. And I've got balls for sure. Got all kinds of balls. Hang on a second. Well, sometimes you just got to reach down, grab your nuts. Pistachios, they're good, they're easy, they're bigger, they're for beginners. I'm going for the pro version here, the munchy nuts. Lay your nuts down and practice chipping this nut as opposed to a ball. What this is going to do is it's going to focus your eye-hand coordination. See, in the end, it doesn't really matter what technique you use. Okay, so the thing is that if you can focus, if you can chip this little nut, a couple things happen. One is you slow down, your tempo improves because you're focused on something small and you want to hit right on the nut. The most important thing is hit the nut and finish. Finish your swing. Don't stop at the nut. Take the nut to the hole. You got to play with your nuts all the way to the hole, brother. You're not focused on where the ball's going. You're just focused on hitting the nut. It's amazing how this will sharpen your wedge. You take and you put a ball in place of that nut. I'm now so focused on the crack. The ball's huge in my head. Okay, now the trick is just to pretend there's a nut right there. Cock. Just like that. It is so smooth and so easy because I'm focused on my nuts, man. Thinking about my nuts, not my balls. It's important. It's just as easy. Take a 9-iron. Now I'm not going to cock my wrist at all. I'm just going to stroke it like a putting stroke. Either way, as long as I'm focused on my nut and not on my ball. Everything else goes easy. You can make a lot of these. You don't even have to putt because you're going to hole out from here. Just like that.
It's in the hole. It's in the hole.
So as a semi-certified mental health therapist who's fully unlicensed in all 50 states, I'd like to get right to the heart of the matter. Just shoot straight with you. Your short game sucks, not for lack of technique, but for lack of mental stability. When you need to focus, you don't. When you need to be calm, you're not. I have techniques that can help you with that. Psych tip! Your brain is just like every other muscle in your body, except different. Sometimes you gotta dig deep. You gotta massage down to the deep tissue to really break up the problem. You ever have a problem in your sciatic nerve? You just gotta get down in there. You gotta find yourself a gypsy that travels around at Renaissance festivals that used to be a ballerina and get that woman to lay you down flat, take her knee, and just grind it down until she hits your inner pelvis bone with her knee and then pulls up on your shoulder and pop. Your sciatic nerve feels great. It's better after that. If you've never done that, you might want to try and do that. But right now, we need to do that with your brain. So I'm going to give you a quick little drill. Psych tip. We're going to teach your brain how to handle itself under pressure. You give yourself 3 balls. Use your left hand, use your right hand, I don't care, but only use one hand. The goal is to put all 3 balls within a beer can length of the hole. I failed miserably. Now I know what it's like to choke. Normally we use positive reinforcement, right? You get a nice cold beer, and every time you hit a good shot, you get to take a sip. This time we're going negative reinforcement. Pop the top, take a tee, put it in the bottom right there. Go to the gym, work out a little bit. There we go. Now, shotgun! I don't want to have to do that to myself too many times. I'm reaching down deep. I'm getting that muscle. My brain's going to pop soon. I'll be handling some pressure. Wait. I'll be handling some pressure. Okay, so in terms of technique, it really doesn't matter because technique isn't your problem. Again, assuming you've been playing golf for more than 3 years and you're not breaking 90 on a regular basis, technique isn't your problem. It's all in your head. It's in some simple things like eye-hand coordination, the fact that you don't have any, or very little. You used to have it when you were a kid. Remember how you could throw a ball and hit things with it? What difference at this point does it make? What chipping technique you use when you don't have the eye-hand coordination to even hit the crack of the ball? You know, there's a crease where the ball meets the ground. If you can't hit that consistently, then it doesn't matter what technique you're using. You're going to suck at it. You're going to choke when it counts. You're going to end up chipping twice when you should put it by the hole once. Okay, look, seriously. If you're so freaking uncoordinated that you can't toss a golf ball into a bucket at 6 feet, how on earth do you plan on hitting a little ball and making it go there? There's other things you got to work on. The reason I can do that is because I'm not thinking, where's my elbow, where's my arm? I just tossed them in there like we all did when we were kids. Let me climb in your brain. I can get you back there. You can do this. If you can do this, you can do that. You can chip. I'm telling you. Okay, guys, thanks for coming back to the office with me. I appreciate it. Air conditioning, it's a good thing. Ice is a good thing. A little rough being on the greens when it's 95 degrees out there. Okay, so I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Golf is more a mental game than it is a physical game. And the problem you're having, if you've been playing this game for more than 3 years and you don't break 90 on a regular basis, it's because your mind ain't right. It's not your swing. It's a mind game that you play with yourself. You should be able to do this. I know that you can play with yourself. The thing is, you just got to be able to play with yourself in public in front of other people. If you can pull that off, you can play this game. It's really not that complicated. So, I'm going to give you a couple of simple drills from your childhood. And these simple drills will make your brain remember how to put something in a hole without you having to think about 14 different things. Okay, ready for this? Hang on a second.
It's in the hole! It's in the hole!
I'm ready for this. This first drill is a simple one. You know it from high school. We called it quarters. Now, when we were in school, we played quarters with beer, partially because we were broke, and we also didn't understand hygiene properly. Now, those of you that know me and know my background and my education know that I went to school in Tijuana. That's where I got my faux medical degree. And the thing is, when I was in Tijuana, I only went to a couple of strip clubs. But let me tell you, the things I saw those girls do with quarters, beer can't clean it off, man. So we're bouncing into swing lubrication, proper swing lubrication here. Always keep one of these handy. Now this is a simple thing. You take a quarter, You bounce it. Just like that. Now think of that as chipping. I wasn't thinking about where my wrist was or where my elbow was or where my feet are. I was focused on bouncing my quarter flat on this. As long as I stay focused on bouncing my quarter flat on this, it bounces into the whiskey. Now I get what I like to call positive reinforcement. Since I put them all in there, I get to drink the whiskey. Some clean quarters right there, guys. Okay, now for this next drill, I know that this video has mostly been about playing with your nuts and how playing with your nuts will help you play better golf. But sometimes you're just going to have to grab your balls. Now I keep balls by my desk at all times because I'm a therapist who specializes in psychotic golfers. I'm sorry, not psychotic. You guys are actually healthy and normal. You just have issues that even your mother has problems with. Of course, that's not what we're dealing with today. I've got a simple cigar box, 3 balls, clean ones. I wash my balls on a regular basis. You should try it too. Now I'm just going to bounce this ball off this floor into that cup and try not to break my crystal ashtray. There's 1. There's 2. The point is simple. I wasn't worried about where the ball was going when I threw it. I was focused on where I was going to hit the ball. Where the ball went took care of itself. There's one of my balls is on the floor. Now it's dirty. It's a dirty, dirty ball, and I'm going to have to wash it. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so these are simple drills. 2 simple drills. Bounce a quarter into a cup of whiskey. Bounce some balls into an empty cigar box. Seems easy, but the more you do it, the more you try it, the better your eye-hand coordination is going to get. The more you will be able to untangle that knot up in your brain that is your golf swing currently. And I promise you, I'm telling you that if you'll stick with that and only use quality swing lube while you do it, and swing lube is important, don't leave that out of the process. Within 2 weeks, you'll be chipping the ball better than Phil Mickelson when he was 4. After 6 months of this, you'll be chipping the ball better than Phil Mickelson when he was 10, which is still 10 times better than you chip the ball now, right? Hey, be so kind as to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click that little red button below. Also, if you have any friends that are twisted golf addicts, be so kind as to share this with them so they can be privy to these valuable lessons.